Land, a member of our inaugural MFA class at UCA.
Well, hey everybody. My name is Louie Land. She didn't lie to you. I am part of the inaugural MFA class. Should I aim it up a little bit? Is this better?
Yeah.
Right on. So before I start, I'm from Pennsylvania. I moved down here about a month ago, and I want to say thank you for being invited to read here. It feels great to be welcomed into the Conway literary community. So, I'm going to read an excerpt from the beginning of a short story that I've been working on. It's the beginning, so you don't really need any more exposition. The shape of things. I carve a swastika into the top of my desk, and they send me home early. Not that I'm complaining. I only expected to get out of class for a while. Talked to Mr. Henninger, the guidance counselor. He kept saying that the swastika was offensive to people when we met. I got that. Hitler killed 10 million people, and he was a lunatic, and Henninger expected me to argue with him. I didn't. I pretended not to know what the big deal was. If you defend yourself, say that drawing a swastika is okay, then you're a bad guy and they can argue with you. If you agree that Adolf Hitler was fucked up and still draw a swastika anyway, don't really try to explain it, don't understand what's wrong, then they think you're just crazy. And if you're lucky like me, you get sent home and a referral to see the guidance office the next morning. Not that going to the guidance office does any good. I'm supposed to meet Jimmy and Steve after school, but there's still a good hour and a half left in the school day, so I drive my truck down to the Sunoco station and buy a pack of Camels and a newspaper. I don't usually read the paper, but you feel really intellectual and educated, picking one up. If I'd thought this through, I would have brought my waders and my rod and some tackle, and walked out to the creek alongside the high school, but I hadn't gone into school today, planning to go home early. Dad's home from one of his truck routes, so I can't go home and shoot target. His rig was parked in front of the house when I got home. I guess he got home in the middle of the night. He's probably sleeping. I light up a cigarette, and in the end I figure I might as well go back to the high school. Not a whole hell of a lot else to do around here in the middle of September in the afternoon. I drive up the school's driveway, downshifting and giving it a little gas. The old traffic guard, who's been here since my old man went to school, is already wearing his orange vest, but he's sitting down in a lawn chair at the ambulance dispatch, smoking a cigarette with the EMTs on duty. He waves, not because he knows me, but because that's just how he is. I give him a honk on my horn. I zip into a parking spot in the back lot. There's a gym class up on the hill on one of the practice football fields playing a game of ultimate frisbee, with the usual kids throwing their bodies into the game. I figure that's a damn stupid thing to do for something as pointless as a gym class. A couple kids who were too lazy to bring gym clothes are walking laps around the practice field. Steve's up there, one of the dumbasses diving for every catch he can. He sees me pull in and he waves. I give him the finger. He does the same, and then he goes back to his game. I grab my newspaper off of the front seat and slide out of the truck. I'd get running boards along the sides, but I'd rather not feel like a candy ass. It's September, football season, so I've got a lawn chair in the truck box, which I snatch. One of the key ices in the old man's fridge would be nice, or even a hard iced tea like my mom drinks on a day like today, but I work with what I've got, which is more or less nothing, aside from the newspaper and the chair right now. It's usually a chain across the ticket booth into the football stadium, not that someone couldn't just climb the fence if they really wanted to get in, but the chain's unlatched. I look over my shoulder. The gym class is up on the practice field. There shouldn't be anybody down there. And then I catch sight of the guy. He's rolling around the gravel track that circles the field. He's in a wheelchair. He's out at the other end, just rolling past the far field goal post. He's not paying me any attention. I already know I don't know him. Not that I can tell who he is, but you just don't see many folks around here in wheelchairs. I guess they move out to Kansas where it's flat. I look down the hill at the guy as he rolls around. He looks pretty big up top. Big shoulders, short hair. He's wearing a gray t-shirt that I think says Army Strong on the front. I don't know any veterans, not really. And with the whole rest of the afternoon off, I feel like it would be a waste to go down and talk to this guy who I don't even know. He'd probably try and get me to join the service. I watch him make a few passes though. He's really pushing himself, rolling around and around. I can't watch him too long. I don't know how you could just go in circles like that, over and over again, let alone watch it. I pass my lawn chair to my other hand and turn around and walk back to my truck. Grab a pencil and a notebook out of my backpack and then pop the end gate on my pickup and sit down. I'm no artist, but I like doing little sketches of nothing. A couple lines and a little shading. They're pretty formless. My first drawing's a blocky building that's kind of tilted lopsided like. It looks like shit. I crumble up the page and start over. Eventually I get pissed. I can't seem to make anything that's worth a damn. I never care about it any other time, but today, for some reason, I feel like trying to draw something that's halfway decent. I give up after the fourth or fifth torn out, crumpled page. Brewing, I put my newspaper over my face and try and doze off. Thank you for bearing with me.